This is Nan McKay, and I'm bringing you a series of pandemic stories from some of the 150 women and men that I have podcasted over the last year. Somehow, if we share our stories, I feel we will be more connected and realize that other people feel much like we do. When I start, I think about, have we ever been in a situation before when we said, we don't know what we don't know? Have we ever been in a situation where we felt that we're totally out of control? I think we've been in both of those situations, and it seems the only real solution is to wait it out and see what happens. And that's how I feel now. But I think our attitude may shift, may change a little bit because number one, we have more information. And number two, it brings it down to a personal level. We see the number of cases and deaths rise dramatically every day. We get concerned when we speak with a family member and hear a dry cough. It brings a different level of consciousness to the situation. I think it's kind of like a puzzle. We're trying to figure out where all the pieces of the puzzle are, and then if they fit, to figure out whether the puzzle parts we have are actually to a different puzzle. We have traveled the world, my husband and I, a lot, but now we see airlines and cruise ships canceling, and all travel plans are on hold or on canceled. Does it feel like our freedom has been restricted? Yes, but for a cause, of course, so we'll brush that aside. But we all start to wonder whether we will ever get our normal back, like getting on a plane, meandering the aisles of Costco. You know what I mean. Businesses are closing, and it still feels so odd. We have no blueprints, no references to this particular puzzle. Our business has many employees and contractors, and we operate programs in 8 cities across the country. In these early days, decision-making has to be done on an hour-by-hour basis because things keep changing. We're trying to keep our people employed, and thank goodness our CEO is a steady rock and is keeping his head. I think the quarantine is much harder for families trying to figure out if they'll be employed tomorrow and what to do with their children who are home. I hear that some online learning programs are free, but children still need to be supervised and encouraged to learn. And when parents are trying to work from home with little ones and dogs climbing in their lap all day, it's hard. And if they're paid, their employer is going to expect work to be done. But it can be very stressful when it's all dumped on you at once. When I think back, we've really had it pretty darn good. I look at the ads on TV now saying, you deserve to buy a Mercedes. And I think to myself, boy, I doubt if families who are struggling want to hear that and may even feel that they are a little bit offended or discouraged to realize that what was close to being within their grasp is slipping away again. We all felt the economy was ticking along, and even though the deficit was ballooning, it seemed pretty far out there. And even though the weather was really kicking up and we were starting to worry about climate control, it seemed like there wasn't much an individual could do about it. Was there? And the beat went on. And then you wake up one morning and you realize that the world is no longer the same world we knew and may never be again. If the stock market takes 10 years to recover, if it does recover, will we still be living? So many unknowns. What about the elderly and disabled people who need meals delivered to them? How long can that continue? And what happens when the free food pantry shelves are bare? What happens when that medical team has to say, you live, but you die? We definitely feel in limbo, waiting to see what will happen tomorrow. After reading the 1 Second After book, the series about a year ago, I feel we're very lucky to have communication, especially the TV and the internet. That has made all the difference in the world because we still feel connected to the world and our family, even though we can't touch them. I'm busy working on podcasts, so I don't focus on the uncertainty. I think that's probably a survival technique, but it's especially helpful for the people like me who are borderline workaholics to have something to focus on. We don't know where it's going, but perhaps there is opportunity around the corner. We now have more time to think and plan. And I think if I can, I'm going to ride the wave and see where it takes me. And I hope I can help other people as they try to get on their own wave. The ocean's big, and it's hard to see any horizon over the waves. But let's keep trying. We'll hunker down if needed, for as long as it's needed. But always remember, someone else is feeling like you are. We don't know what we don't know. It's a day by day for now, but tomorrow is a different day.